Easy as pie, lemon, apple, or cherry.
Good afternoon, and it has been a busy, crazy day here. How are you, folks? Daryl Russell, licensed insurance agent at AMS, Affordable Medicare Supplements, and we're doing a somewhat impromptu live show. It's Medicare annual enrollment season. Everybody's busy. Everybody's going crazy. And I was just seeing some things out there that I wanted to share because common questions, people are going crazy. So hope you're finding it interesting. Hope you find this helpful. We're going to try to do this on a weekly basis here. And let's go. So what's the agenda for the week? Well, welcome. We're live. It's been crazy. Daryl in back in the office is Justin. He's kind of helping run control. I should have had a little thing going earlier, but I didn't. This is live, folks. We're looking to get your questions via chat. So we're streaming out to YouTube and to Facebook at the same time. So if you're sitting there on your mobile device, you got a question pops up, send us a chat. You'll see it come through. Maybe I can have Justin send a sample chat messages through, and you can see how I can put it up on the screen so that we can see your questions and answer them. So how you doing? It's Medicare Madness. It really, really is. It's annual open enrollment period. We've dealt with COVID, and I'm not going to go into that because we're all sick and tired of it, but it's adding to the madness. We've just been through the political, and just when you thought it was safe to watch TV because there was no more political ads, now all of a sudden it's like, oh my goodness, will you please make the Medicare TV commercial ads stop? I've heard that from a couple people. What are you seeing? What are you feeling from that? Love to get your feedback about that. And I want to take a few minutes. We'll probably do a 30-minute live program. I don't know that we'll take that long. But I want to talk a little bit about some of the current challenges, the trends that we're seeing in what I like to call Medicare challenges. By that meaning, these are mistakes that people are coming up, they're biting them, that we're starting to see more and more of. And I just wanted to give you guys that chance to say, you know what, I need to avoid these types of things. So that's kind of where we're going. For an example, if you got a question, just chat it out on your mobile phone, your computer, what have you, and it'll come across my screen, and I'll be able to bring it up like this and show it out here. So we'll be able to see your question. I'll be able to answer it. I've only got 3 computer monitors running here, so I can flip to different stuff if we need to answer your question. So hoping to have a little bit of fun here. Anyway, whoa, what does that do? There I go, doing it again. Poof. Playing with toys. So today is November 18th, 2020. We're all looking forward to 2021 in that regards. Been getting asked this a fair amount. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, you may have seen this information. But over here on computer number 1, I just wanted to show you here your Medicare cost at a glance. So all I've done, folks, this is real simple. This is the Medicare website. So medicare.gov. I can put a link in the description box down below. So it's got your Medicare cost at a glance, and they've updated it now for 2021. So the Part A premiums, deductibles, you can see Part A deductible went up a little bit here. If you've got a supplement, it's taken care of. Most people don't worry about that. The big question that everybody always asks is, what is my Part B premium changing to? So you can see here it was $144.60, and as of January, if you're a standard premium payer, you're going to pay $148.50. So about $3.90. So for most people, not huge. The rub comes in the fact that your COLA for Social Security wasn't that big. You still got an increase, but the Part B premium increase did eat up a fair amount of that. Your Part B deductible did go up Now, this is the once a year calendar deductible of Medicare Part B on your red, white, and blue Medicare card. So if you have a supplement, you may have to pay this yourself. If you're on an Advantage plan, you'll pay the Advantage plan's cost sharing. But it did go up from $198 to $203. So again, nothing earth-shattering, nothing making people go, buh. But those are the updates. And the reason I just took you here to Medicare's website is I'd rather teach you where to go find the answers for yourself and make you less dependent on wrong information, other stuff like that. And I'm constantly taking people to Medicare.gov website. So, well, that's kind of where I've been here. So, let's talk about some of the craziness of Medicare AEP. I like to call this next segment point number 1, Girls Gone Wild. No, it's TV commercials gone wild. Like I said, it just seems like our phone has been ringing off the hook here at our office in Overland Park. People seeing all these TV commercials. You know what I'm talking about. So let's just go ahead and amuse ourselves. Tell me that you haven't seen this TV commercial. And our good friend there and all the stuff you can get and call me and we're the greatest thing and all that type of stuff. What I love the most is how they make it sound like you can only get from them. Well, you can get more stuff. It's not just them that you can get. Anything you see advertised on a TV commercial or something like that, Medicare products are all the same. And what I mean by that is nobody gets exclusives because that would be discrimination under a federal entitlement program. So what I'm getting at is a lot of folks obviously are concerned about COVID, getting out and about, and it's real easy to call a 1-800 phone room and maybe get enrolled in a plan, do something different, all that type of stuff. That's easy. But what people don't realize is that professional insurance agents and agencies like we are here at AMS, we have access to all of the same programs and benefits that you see advertised on these TV commercials. The difference is, well, let me rephrase. If all you want is somebody to take your application over the phone, do a couple things for you, and tell you the latest, greatest, and really concentrate on switching you from what you have to something else so they can make an enrollment, then the 800 numbers are great and they'll probably do a good job for you. If you want, when you have customer service, to always be talking to a different person or to be directed to 1-800 press 1 for this, 2 for that, 3 to throw your phone out the window, you might want to rethink doing everything over the phone with an 800 call center in who knows what state. So because there are no exclusives, the plans that you see advertised in all these TV commercials, Justin, myself, any of the other agents that are affiliated with us here at AMS, we can get you those programs. And we can enroll you electronically through either an email system, and some of the carriers even gone to letting us do something over the phone. I've had some people, they just mail a paper out. But here's the thing, COVID's going to go away. At some point, you're going to need or want customer service. And if you want to call and talk to a different person all the time, that's not us. Because part of the service that we provide as professional agents is we want to help you and we want to get to know you and we want to be able that when you call in, you're talking to the same person, solving your customer issues, answer your questions, that type of thing. So when you consider that nobody gets an exclusive product, whether you call us here, stop by the office, email us, whatever, you're going to get the same benefits versus an 800 number, who knows where they are. Same benefits, same premium, same cost, but now you might get that personal service locally. If you've got paperwork you need to mail to us to look it over, you want to bring it in, that's what people like, and that's what you may not be able to get with a phone room. So it's up to you. Decide what's important to you. But certainly, we'd like to give you that opportunity. The other thing that we don't do, I love this. For all of you that are old movie fans, I love this. Um, right now, this time of year, this is from obviously from the Birds movie, but as a Medicare beneficiary, you may feel like Kim Novak here in the phone booth, and all of these Medicare ads and all these Medicare commercials and all the phone calls and all the mail are the birds attacking you, and you're kind of hoping it'll end. Well, we're not going to bug you, folks. We're here. We're looking to be of service. And more importantly, if we can help you, then you can at least ignore some of this other stuff. So forgive me for having a little bit of fun with that, but I that was just too much for me to let go. So anyway, well, we've talked about the commercials, but here's the thing that's made the phones ring the most. They're watching these commercials, and what are you seeing? I may be able to get $144.60 a month back on my Medicare? Sounds too good to be true. Well, it is legit, but this appeals to a smaller section of the people. These are simply called Medicare Part B givebacks, and it depends on where you live, what plans are available, and to a large degree, for this particular one, your income. So the 144.60, to be able to get that, this applies to people who are very low income and have in most likelihood qualified for Medicaid, not to be confused with Medicare, which is public assistance for lower income, disabled, blind folks. And you apply for that through your state Medicaid agency. In Kansas, it's the Sunflower Program. On Missouri, they call it bless it. I'm getting older, folks. That just went right out the window there. But it's CanCare on Missouri and CanCare in Kansas, excuse me. And the Missouri, it just completely went right out the window. And I don't have my notes here in front of me. It was a hectic, crazy day before the live show started. So. But if you are lower income, basically it's below $960 a month as a single, then it may be to your benefit to reach out and either you can give us a call if you'd like. Phone number, we've got phone numbers available here that you can call us at 913-214-1080. Whoa. So if you give us a call at 913-214-1080, extension 1 or extension 2, we can give you guidance on where to go to see about getting signed up for the state Medicaid programs. We don't do that. That's not that's above our pay grade, as the saying goes. But we can at least steer you in the right direction. I'll put some links. We'll go back afterwards on the replay and put links in the comment section below so you can have that type of stuff. So that's something in there. Talked about this, talked about that. Let's go on to, I think we beat the Medicare commercials into the ground. I want to talk about some of the more problematic Medicare mistakes that I'm starting to see. Over the last couple weeks or so, have gotten a couple of calls from people saying, the government canceled my Part B of Medicare. I didn't think that could happen. Well, let me explain what's going on with this and how you can try to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. The reality of it is, if you're eligible for Medicare nowadays at age 65, that's not changed. But it used to be several years ago, your Social Security benefits, you got your full retirement benefit amount at age 65, and Social Security benefits started at age 65. Well, since a couple years back, they passed laws that changed, so now you get your full Social Security retirement benefit. For many people, it's at age 66 and 2 months, or 1 month, or 3 months. It all depends on the year you were born. So many folks are going on Medicare at age 65 but they're not starting their Social Security benefit for another year, 2 years, 3 years. But when you're on Medicare, you always have to pay your Part B premium. So remember, I was on the Medicare website. That Part B premium is $144.60 in 2020, and it goes up to $148.50 in 2021. Well, what's happened is if you're not drawing your Social Security, you have to pay your Part B premium directly to CMS, the federal agency that manages the Medicare program. And it's all well and fine, but the default method is for the CMS system to send you a bill for 3 months of Part B at a time. So that's $144.60 times 3. Let's call it $450. And some people that's a hardship or whatever. It hits them all at one time. The government has no sense of humor when it comes to paying it late. So what I mean by that is many people are used to, maybe they make their payments to their Visa card or their lights and gas bill or whoever they make payments to, and they're occasionally late by a day or two or whatever, and they're just like used to it. Well, the company still takes it. They might charge me a late fee, what have you, like that. CMS, the government laws that regulate how these payments are collected, don't have that built in. For example, if you have to file your taxes, we all know April 15th, midnight, you have to have your tax return postmarked at the post office or it's late, right? So if the post office, you drop it off at 2 minutes after midnight on April 16th and it gets an April 16th postmark, it's late. You've got late fees, you've got penalties, you've got a problem now with the IRS. Well, the government rules about that apply to your Part B. And when you get that bill, if it says it's due by this date, you got to get it in. Otherwise, if you're late, and they will give you one grace notice, they'll cancel your Part B on you because you got it in late. And we're starting to see a lot of that happening, folks. And what's bad about that is Part A is your hospital benefits for inpatient, for skilled nursing home. If you have a same-day surgery, if you need to go to a doctor's office, if you need to go to the emergency room, labs, MRIs, all that type of stuff, those are services covered under Part B like boy. So if you have your Part B canceled because you didn't mail your payment in, you are now completely without coverage for doctors, emergency rooms, MRIs, CT scans, immunizations, x-rays, all that type of stuff. And what makes it even more frustrating is that the only time you can add Part B again, if you've been canceled because of late premium payment, is during what's called the general enrollment period, or you go to Social Security and you have to fill out the paper forms, but January 1 through March 31st is the general enrollment period where you can apply, and it doesn't take effect until the following July 1. So, for example, I've just talked to folks who recently had their Part B premium canceled on them because they didn't get it in time in October. They can't apply till January 1, and it won't be effective until July 1. So for the rest of October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June 30th, 9 months, they don't have Part B coverage. So how do you avoid that? Well, we've got the forms, and if you go to our website, amskc.com, we can actually help hook you up. Just go to our helpful resources page, and when you get there, it will ask you to enter in an email address to get access to the stuff. So if I go here, this is what it'll look like, just amskc.com. We won't spam you, but we do have this little form here. Let me blow this up. your EFT authorization for Medicare premium billing. Let me just go ahead and do this. Fred. I was thinking about taking this off. I may just do that here. So once you go ahead and do that, we're not going to spam you folks. We don't want to sell your email addresses. We're a small agency, me and my son here, and then a few other agents. But right here, it's got your Medicare costs and stuff. But this is that SS 5510 EFT authorization agreement for pre-authorized forms. So when you click on that, it'll take you down here. To this payment. You can download it to your computer. Let's make that a little bit bigger. It's a fairly simple, straightforward form. The government gives you 3 pages, 2 pages of instructions, and then the 1 page of the form that you fill out. And here's the address that you want to mail that to. But it's basically put in your bank information, how you want to pay your premium, and then they'll take that $144.60 out one time once every month rather than 3 months at a time, automatically deduct it from your checking account. It takes about 3 months from the feedback I've gotten from members that are filling this out now before it all takes effect. So you may still see a couple of quarterly bill statements. But who wants to go on vacation and have a bill statement come and they forgot to mail it off? In some cases, I've actually had people who were in the hospital or just sick or whatever, and they forgot. So anyway, it's heartbreaking for me when that happens because we do have it happen from time to time. And if your Part B gets canceled and you've got supplemental insurance, your supplemental insurance doesn't work right anymore either. So it's just a huge mess. There's some things with Congress that they're working on, proposed to try to fix that. But if you're getting a quarterly bill for your Part B premium because you're not drawing Social Security, therefore they can't withdraw, make sure you mail that in as soon as you get that quarterly statement so that you don't run late, or call us. We'll email you that EFT form. If you want to go to our website and download it yourself, that's great too. But get it set up on electronic because it just absolutely breaks my heart when that stuff happens. Anyway, enough on that. Okay, anything else we want to talk about on that? No, let's go to some happy news. I love this. Love this. If you're an insulin-dependent diabetic, or if you know someone who is, insulin is very, very expensive. I'm not going to justify the cost of it. I'm not going to go all that type of thing. I'm not going to throw stones. One of those things, it is what it is right now. Insulin can be as much as $400 to $600 a month for people who need it. And when you're on a Part D plan, you might have stuff like this. Like typically, if somebody's in a Part D plan, they'll have a deductible they have to satisfy first of all. So they might pay all $400, $500 of their insulin in 1 month. And then they go down to a copay. But then if you use insulin because it's expensive, people a lot of times end up in the coverage gap or donut hole of Medicare, and they see their copay go up to $125, $150, and so on and so forth. And it's been a pain, and I always take the brunt of it because I always want to shoot the messenger for the bad news. But for 2021, President Trump did sign an executive order. There's a trial program in Medicare, and a couple of companies have come up and stepped up to the plate. Not every Part D plan built into an Advantage plan offered the $35 insulin. So if you didn't see it in your ANOC, or if you haven't talked to an agent about it, you may not be getting it. But basically what it does is it means if you're on the right plan, and we can tell you, just call us, email us, we'll be happy to give you all the information. You only pay $35, period. And there's no deductible, there's no coverage gap, there's no fluctuations in premiums. This has been wonderful, and I love talking about this. because it's been really, really good news. So if you or someone you know has been having issues with insulin, please, please give a call, look at the stuff. If you want to just shoot us an email, it's info@amskc.com. Happy to give you all the information on that. If you want to pick up the phone, you're old-fashioned, and just give us a phone call, hey, there's the phone number up there, 913-214-1080, extension 1 or 2. We'll be happy to give the information, double-check with you. Our services cost you nothing, so we're happy to help. Even if you didn't buy a plan from us, we're still happy to help. So, okay. Well, this has been an interesting live show. I appreciate y'all coming in. I see we've got 2 people out there, so thanks everybody for watching and amusing an old man who loves to play with gadgets. I love my background camera shot. I've got a couple of comments from people that they like seeing where all the different things are and different stuff like that. So anyway, I'm having too much fun playing with toys. Well, I want to leave on a good, happy note, and I'm looking to have some fun. We're going to do the live show every week. The goal is to do it on Mondays at 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30. We're still setting some time, but it'll be posted out there. And let's face it, Medicare is not the most exciting thing. We just had some folks in here earlier, and Medicare is like one layer on top of the other. It's confusing. Many people at this time of year, they'd rather be stripped naked, coated with honey, and laid down on an anthill farm rather than look at all their Medicare insurance stuff. So part of the live show, I want to have non-Medicare thing. So if you got a great joke you'd like to share, shoot me an email. We'll set it up. Maybe I'll have you on as a guest. We can actually do that interview, and you don't have to have any complicated stuff. If you got a smartphone or a laptop, I can send you a link, and you can actually just from your camera be on here, and we'll have some fun with that. Also, if you got a great story, something cool you wanted to share with us, do that. But I want to start doing recipe of the week. I like to eat. Lord knows my waistline will tell you I like to eat. And since COVID's kind of shut down, my favorite girlfriend is Visa. She's an amazing cook. And I can go out anywhere and Visa will make Italian, French, you name it for me. And she picks up and cleans the whole thing. But obviously with everything going on, I've actually had to break out the cooking skills here a little bit more myself, which is okay because Visa's gotten a lot thinner every month when I get that bill. So that's probably not a bad thing. So we looked up and we actually got some homemade recipes that I've had for a long time. And I was going to put it up on the screen, but it was so small and gobbledygooked. But we do have a recipe in the comment section for a savory homemade pumpkin pie. Now, no offense to Sarah Lee, she's good and all that kind of stuff. And I've cheated and bought some frozen or bought some already made at the store. But we're not going out anywhere. We're not getting able to do any of that other kind of stuff. So while you're home having to cook and save money, why not try making your own homemade fresh pie? So in the comment section, and I might have to go back and add it here because I don't know that I got it added in before we started the show. So come back in 10, 15 minutes. We'll have it in there. We'll have all the links to the websites we mentioned. We'll have the link for that EFT form and where to go to find your cost on Medicare. But I'm also going to include the step-by-step directions for this homemade pumpkin pie recipe. Now, here's where I want to have some fun with it. If you've got a great recipe, and ladies, I'm hoping you'll help out us men because, well, after all, we're men, okay? If you got a great recipe you want to share, if we use it, I'm going to send you a $10 gift card to Hy-Vee. So email me your recipes to info@amskc.com. We'll try them. Now, my daughter-in-law is a dietitian and a really good cook, so we're going to try these recipes, folks, okay? And if we use yours next week on the recipe of the show of the week, I'm going to send you a $10 gift card. So when you email it to me, you don't necessarily have to include your email, your address, but I may contact and reach out to you and let you know you won. So in that case, you're going to need to give me your address. And again, don't worry, we're not going to sell your stuff out. We're a small agency. We just soon not have you mad at me. I don't typically spend money to make people mad at me. I can do that for free. So anyway, that's all I got, folks. No questions. I didn't see any questions come through. Please give me a comment in the box in the thing, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on YouTube Live. Give us feedback. Tell me how you like the show. Do you like the cameras? Is the sound good? Is there something you'd like us to address? We'd love to do it. If you're new to us, you've never seen us before, you just kind of pick this up new, type new in the comment section so I can say hi to you, that type of thing. Anyway, that's all I got. We're going to be back next Monday, 3:30. We're going to do another live program. We'll have a little bit more stuff set out. And all in all, folks, have a great day. Flying the space shuttle here. Talk to you next week. Any questions, give us a call. Stay